The yeas are 289 and the nays are 137. The bill is passed.
The bill, which now moves to the Senate, requires the FBI Director, the Homeland Security Secretary, and the Director of National Intelligence to confirm that each refugee admitted does not pose a threat to the homeland.
We know that ISIS is trying to come and attack us and other Western nations. It just is common sense that we pause, reevaluate, and make sure that we have the proper standards in place to make sure something like what happened in Paris doesn't happen here.
In New York, an informal General Assembly debate examining the growing refugee crisis.
Those who flee this violence should not be punished twice. First by war or oppressive forces which persecute them at home, and secondly by unjust, dangerous stigma which even scandalously associate the refugees with their attackers. The refugees, if any, understand better than anyone the barbaric cruelty of violent extremism.
With calls for a humanitarian response driven by the correct mindset.
You can see what happens when ignorance and fear are combined in a way that can cause real concern amongst populations. Resettlement cannot be the whole answer, but it is a substantive and a symbolic gesture. And in a country like the United States, which has such well-developed systems for security vetting of refugees, after all, it's harder to get to the United States as a refugee than under any other category. When there is that kind of security vetting, it makes all the more sense to expand programs at a time of international need, as there is at the moment.
And as the world debates the best approach to this growing crisis, it must increasingly grapple with the fears that drive people to move versus the fears that try to keep them away. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.